Hi, welcome to my video presentation for Embedded Controller Technologies assignment. The topic that I chose for my assignment is ceiling fan.
The reason why ceiling fan is chosen as our assignment topic is because my neighbor was saying that they are getting shades from the fan at night as the downlight were blocked by the ceiling fan blades. Other complains that they didn't get enough lighting when they are working. Next, some of my neighbors are saying that it is very troublesome to have to wake up and switch off the ceiling fan when they are using air conditioner at night.
Let's get into the features of the ceiling fan simulation that I have made. The first features of the ceiling fan is that it is able to function in 3 speeds, which is slow, medium, and fast. Next, a light is being installed in the middle of the fan. The reason this light is being featured is because it can prevent any shading due to the blade of the fan and provide a better lighting for the user who is working under the table. Next, an auto-off function is being included in the proposed ceiling fan so that the user can set the ceiling fan to be off in the middle of the night or to prevent any wastage of energy when they forget to switch off the fan.
We have multiple of types and model to meet customer favor, and the lights can be changed to white or warm light. Our target customer are those who are currently renovating their house or wishing to install a new ceiling fan at their homes.
This is the schematic diagram of the proposed ceiling fan, where it consists of a STM32F103C6 ARM Cortex-M3 controller, an LCD, relay, and the rotating parts of the ceiling fan, which is the motor, lights that is being installed in the middle of the fan, and the buttons that are used to control the functions of the ceiling fan. Let's get into the simulation of the proposed ceiling fan. As you can see, when there is no button being pressed, the LCD will display ready for the user. When the slow button is being selected, the motor will start to spin but in a slow speed and the LCD will display slow. Next, when the medium button is being selected, the motor will rotate in a faster way and medium will be displayed by the LCD screen. Lastly, when the fast button is being selected, the motor will rotate in the fastest way and fast will be displayed by the LCD screen. To prevent any error or accident from happening, the motor will stop and error will be displayed by the LCD screen when more than one button is being pressed at the same time. Next is the light feature that we installed in the middle of the fan. As you can see, when the button is being selected, the bulb in the middle of the fan will be light up and turn off when it is deselected. The light function can function with or without the spinning of the fan. Therefore, it can function purely as a downlight if the spinning of the fan is not required. Lastly is the auto-off button that the user can use to switch off the ceiling fan after 3 hours. However, in this presentation, a brief delay is being set to show its function. As you can see, after a brief delay, everything will be turned off by the auto switch. Next, let's get into the flowchart before we getting into the coding of the simulation. First, the initialization for libraries, LCD, as well as input-output are initialized. Then the three features will function independently without the others. The first feature is the light that is being installed in the middle of the fan. The microcontroller will check whether the button that controls the light is being pressed. It will then light up the lights if the button is being pressed. The next feature is the rotating speed of the motor. Microcontroller will check the button that is responsible for each state respectively and rotate the motor in a speed and show it in LCD display respectively. The next feature is the auto switch off function, where microcontroller will switch off all the output after a brief delay if the button responsible for the auto off is being pressed. This is the coding that is being done by using Q-Microvision for the simulation of our ceiling fan. First, initialization of library and LCD were done. Then user-defined functions are being included. These are the words that will be displayed by LCD, setting up of input-output, and the initialization of LCD. Next, we will get into each function respectively. These lines are used by microcontroller to check whether any buttons are being pushed. Next, this is the auto switch off function where the microcontroller will turn off all the output if the auto switch off button is being pressed. These lines are responsible for the light that is being installed in the middle of the ceiling fan, where it will light up when the button is being pressed and does not light up when it is not. The line starting from 70 to 138 is responsible for the motor rotating speed and the LCD display that is showing fast, medium, and slow respectively. And lastly, these are the user-defined functions for LCD command, LCD data, as well as delay for all the delay function that is included in this coding. As a conclusion, this assignment had helped students a lot in understanding how the simulation and coding of microcontroller works. That would round up my video presentation for Embedded Control Technology assignment for today. Thank you for viewing and wishing you have a good day.